To the parents out there who have given your children access to cell phones, they have their own cell phones, they're going to school with them and so on. I understand you need to keep in contact with your children or your child in the day and so on. You know, especially for those of you who are single parents, you need to have that contact with them in case of an emergency. I understand that. However, you ought to be monitoring and keeping track of these children and what they do on their cell phones. These cell phones, when you're asleep at night, your children are in their room, they have access to so many inappropriate content, ungodly content, violent content, sexual content, content that teaches them bullyism and all of these things, and you are sound asleep in your room. I want to encourage you to, after the school work is finished at certain hours in the night, 9 o'clock is the latest, collect that phone or that tablet or computer, whatever device they're using, collect them and have them in your room. Secure your children's life. Remember, when they are in that room, all this inappropriate content that they're exposed to is messing with their minds, is messing with their psyche, and you're going to be held accountable when these children grow up and be in disciplined young adults, and they are out of order. You are practically raising a monster or monsters in your home without knowing it. Because by the time these children reach 16, 17 years old, you can't control them. You see where we are as a people? They are now physically abusing their teachers in school. They are physically abusing each other in school. Charity begins at home. Discipline your children within the walls of your home, and you will see the difference. Monitor them. Let them know you are in charge. A lot of you parents, your children are ruling you. Your children are telling you how to live their lives. They're making the rules. And you are going to be held accountable by God if these children are out of order and they're in discipline and they're contributing to society in a negative way. How are they going to be responsible adults and all of these things if you are not disciplining them, you're not monitoring what they're watching on their phones? I am currently seeing some young girls and boys, I'm talking about 12-year, 13-year-old. If you see the WhatsApp status that they're putting up, the sexual content, you'd be amazed that children are exposed to these kind of things. And I'm like, where are the parents? Are the parents not seeing these children's statuses? They're not seeing what they're involved in, what they're doing. I am raising teenage children. 2 of them currently. None of them have cell phones. They have computers that they use for their school work. And guess what? At 9 o'clock, when they finish their school, whether they finish or not, at 9 o'clock, that computer comes in my room to sleep. I'm not going to allow my young children to sleep in the privacy of their own room with a device that has internet on it. There was a period of time when I go to sleep, I used to carry my Wi-Fi box in the room, or I used to plug out it, take out the plug and carry it in my room. Because at one point, one of my daughter was exposed to a lot of inappropriate content. And when she would listen, I would do what I have to do as a parent, and you have to do what you have to do as a parent to protect your child, because your child or your children is exposed to so many things that are destroying them little by little. And then when they involve in all kinds of things, they're in gangs and they're behaving this way and that way, you're wondering, where did I go wrong? You are going wrong from the time you release a cell phone in their hands and you're not monitoring them. And again, you're going to be held accountable, and your life is going to be a living hell, because these children are going to spin you if you don't monitor them from now on. instill certain values and morals in them now, man, by the age 16 and 17, 18, you don't have peace to get as a parent. You have no peace. Your peace, you shall experience no peace. Because they're going to be making all the rules in your house. And guess what? They're going to be out of control and you can't control them. Because you failed to do what you were supposed to do when they were young. You gotta bend the tree, shape it while it's young, because when it grow up, it takes its own path. Take my advice this morning, parents, wherever you are. Monitor your children, pray for your children, speak blessings over your children.